Morning guys, Tuesday morning, it's about 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm off to work. I'll try and get you a few pictures today, a little bit of video on my drive to work, and you can see where we live. It is actually quite nice out here in Derbyshire. Ooh, it's cold. Let's get the heated seats on. A lot of windy roads round here, the back roads of Derbyshire. It's not ideal for rangers because rangers are quite big and they have a habit of sliding the back end out, the arse hangs out around corners. So you've got to be a little bit careful with them because they will catch you out, especially when it's raining. The thing in Derbyshire as well, the weather changes quite quickly. So like here it's pretty okay, but 3 or 4 miles down the road it might be pissing it down with rain. We've just left Chesterfield at the moment. Chesterfield's about 15 minutes drive from my home. So we're going to hit some back roads and we're heading to a place called Hope, in the Hope Valley in the Derbyshire Dales. Can't show you too much of what I'm doing, but I will say it's a massive job. It's going to last 7 months. At the moment I'm just 1 week in. I've had some steel delivered, we're starting to build things up, and then when we finish building things up in the laydown area, we'll transport it all onto the job, get it up in the air, get it secured, and then there'll be conveyors going on it. And these conveyors will lead to a massive shed, and in that shed will be raw product. So we're doing another big conveyor in there which will move so you can get the big pile of product, and it'll be like a uniform sort of stack. It's basically, train comes, it unloads everything onto a conveyor. The conveyor's way up in the air, it runs all the way across the top of this site, probably about 700 metres, 800 metres, and then it goes into a shed where they store the product. Right, we're getting into the quieter areas now. We're just going through Barlow. We'll be going through Barlow in a minute. The roads get very narrow further down. You can start to see a bit of the countryside now. I like driving this time in the morning because there's not too many idiots about. When I'm coming home later, about 5 o'clock at night, you get all the boy racers coming the other way, they're all racing to go home. That's when accidents happen. And I really would not want to be somebody else meeting this coming the other way around a blind corner at 40, because it's not going to end very well for them. I'll be alright, but it won't end very well for the car coming the other way. So this morning, yeah, it's not too bad. Hardly anything on the road. And you do get a lot of horses on here as well. I've noticed virtually every day when I come back on this road, coming the other way, there's always a couple of horses. There's people riding horses. You see how the road's narrowing a bit now. I like Derbyshire. I lived in the city for 11 years around Leicester, and years ago I used to have a door company. I used to run security, and then I had 2 pubs and half a nightclub, so that's a little bit more of my history. That's what I used to do: security, doorman, bald head, black jacket. Always a nice doorman though. I never used to hurt anybody. I was never a bully, and that's important, never to be a bully. Don't like bullies. Don't like him at all. I'll switch off now and I'll come back on when the road gets a bit more interesting. Starting to look a little bit nicer now. Well, it was a pheasant here at the side of the road. There it is, crossing the road, look. I've just missed a bit of dinner. The old pheasants. They remind me of the Roadrunner in the Roadrunner cartoons, the way they run. Pheasant tastes nice. Bit rich, but it's nice. No good if the farmers shot them though, because they usually shoot them in the body and there's all little lead pellets out of the shotgun in them. Spend most of your time picking the pellets out. It's like having peppercorn in your meat, except for it can break your teeth. We're pretty much out in the sticks now. Starting to get to some nice countryside here. Just got to watch out for people coming around the corners. Once we get out of this bit, you'll see some nice countryside. This is where I normally kind of find horses when I'm coming home. This little area. There are some signs out that tell you, you know, be careful, there's horses. I like horses. Very gentle creatures. It's nice to live around here, it's very quiet. I like quiet. I think that's why we've got a nice quiet place in the Philippines. Don't do cities. Not interested in Manila or Cebu or Dumaguete. Not interested in anything like that. Well, better slow down. Nice big truck coming. He's bigger than me. I don't want to meet that the other way on the blind corner. He's got a bigger one than I have. Yeah, the roads are quite narrow here. But you are out of the countryside now, in the Dales. There's not even a middle marking on the road, it just says slow. It's slow for a reason. Because at any time, anything could come flying around that corner. Any time. You can't take your eye off the ball for a second, not on these roads. Starting to get in the middle of it now. A lot of corners, a lot of hills. Miss the city, not at all. The thing is as well in Derbyshire, when the winter comes, when the snow comes and the bad weather, it's pretty much impassable in some places. You're not going to get through in a normal car. That's another reason I've got a 4x4, because it doesn't matter how nice your Mercedes AMG is, how fast it is, and what colour paint's on it, you know, it's going to look a bit stupid sat on the drive in the winter when you can't use it at all. I'd rather have my Ranger. The Ranger looks alright. It'll go anywhere, it'll do anything. I can carry anything, I can tow anything. It's got 5 seats, it looks presentable. And it's just useful, it's great for work. We're coming out of these roads now. I recognise where we are. Come to a big junction in a minute with a pub, and then you'll start to see some nice scenery. the Dales itself. A lot of Christmas trees on the left. That's where they're growing Christmas trees. That's the Peacock pub. Little chef and brewer place. The food's nice there, to be honest. Right, there we go. Peak District National Park. This is where the scenery gets nicer. Somebody's had the sign down there. Doesn't look like it, but we're going uphill very, very quickly at the moment. My ears are starting to pop, so I know we're climbing in there. The air pressure's changing. Pretty much on top of the moors here. It is a nice place. I'm going to stop talking for a bit, play a little bit of music, and let you see the views. Typical Derbyshire village. Everything's sandstone, made from natural stone from the quarries in the area. Funnily enough, it's a quarry that I'm working in at the moment. They make cement. One of the biggest producers of cement, actually. Got to be careful about what I put on the blog. Obviously, I don't want to upset anybody I'm working for. I'll show you bits. I can only show you so much. See now why I like Derbyshire so much. It's peaceful. It's beautiful in the summer. The only problem here, you get a lot of tourists, and the bigger problem than that is the bloody cyclists. Guarantee you'll have some flipping lycra covered ass stuck in front of your truck windscreen for 2 miles, big queue of trucks backing up behind the cyclist, and if he's with a mate, they're normally side by side, just blocking the road. They don't give a shit, and then they'll complain at you for being a motorist if you try and overtake them. Madness. It's like they don't bother with the highway code. They're not. It doesn't apply to them. They're cyclists. Well, you know what? My personal opinion: if you're using the bloody road in the UK on a bike, get some road tax paid. Get some insurance. I think they shouldn't allow bikes on the road, the main road like this, unless they're insured, like a motorbike is, unless they're taxed, like a motorbike is. In fact, you know what? Just to be an absolute bastard, I'd say that the bike has to take an MOT every year as well, just to make sure it's roadworthy. Tyres in good condition, no loose nuts and bolts. Sheesh. You want to be on the road the same as everybody else? Pay your road tax the same as everybody else. That's what I think. Anyway, that's my little rant over now. Where are we now? Where are we now? I have no idea. I know we've got some traffic lights coming up. I wonder. Nah, it's not. That white van in front, I just thought that was 2 of the guys that are working for me at the minute. But it's not. That's a Volkswagen. I'm sure the guys have got a Mercedes. I don't know. Nah, I don't think it is. Soon find out, because they'll be going the same place as I am. Chaton. There's a weird name for a place, isn't it? Chaton. Well, chat is basically an English word for shit. So chaton would be basically saying shit on. Weird. Chaton. Don't think I'd like to live there. I bet they're feeling shat on by the government at the moment, the Conservatives. They'll be even more shat on by the Labour government when they get in. I'm voting reform. 101% reform. Nigel Farage, new ideas, something different from the norm for the common man. That's what I'm voting for. Give them a go at it. I like Nigel. Smokes, drinks, tells it as it is. You know, he gets that much flack from everybody and the BBC. That's only because the BBC are biased. Nobody likes him, according to the BBC. It was funny because he was on a seven-person panel with leaders from the other parties the other day. I was watching it, and every time Nigel Farage came to open his mouth and speak, straight away the camera went to the audience, straight away, before he'd uttered a word. And there's always somebody in the audience shaking their head. Well, to me and to the rest of the country with a bit of common sense behind them, they sort of realise that the BBC have handpicked the audience. They're just trying to discredit Nigel Farage because they know he's a threat. They know he's a threat. The BBC are in the pocket of the Conservatives and the government. In fact, the only reason you pay a TV licence in the UK is for the BBC. I don't watch the BBC, they're shit. And I don't pay my television licence either. Why should I pay for a bunch of stuck-up bloody bureaucrats in London who are just spewing out propaganda and bloody garbage? I watch GB News and I watch Sky News sometimes. BBC, sticking up their arse as far as I'm concerned. Not interested Not interested at all. I think we're close to where we need to be. Hope Station. Yeah, that means we're at Hope. That means we're at Hope. See a big building in the background soon. That's exactly where we're going. Don't like these early mornings. At least there's not much traffic about. Right, first thing I've got to do, get up to the main office and get my permit to work and everything for the day signed off by the client. I've got an office up here as well. I don't really ever use it. I have two offices on this job. One in the main compound, that's the bigger of the two. That's got a printer and the Wi-Fi and everything. That's more for meetings. And then I've got a satellite office in the primary laydown area where the deliveries all come to for what I'm building. And I prefer that because I can keep an eye on the lads. And it's a bit more personal. I don't like to detach myself as a manager. That is my guys. That is my guys. Must have shit the bed this morning. They're here nice and early. They don't normally roll in till about 7:30. It's only 10 to 7 now. Well, there's a surprise. Just a bit further down this road, you'll see those mountains on the right. That's beautiful down there. That is the Dales. There's a pass, there's a mountain pass. It's literally, I go over a bridge to turn into this place, but if I carry on, there's a pass. You can just see it down there. And you drive right between the mountains and the hills. That is a beautiful drive. Can't do it today though, I haven't got time. Unfortunately. Oh look, there's the big chimneys and everything in front. That's exactly where I'm working. I'll have to edit some of this out. Gate A. Don Valley Engineering, pre-assembly area. The ARM project. That's what I'm running, the ARM project. Gate B. ARM project office. This is exactly where I'm going. Now definitely right, that's me sorted out. Documentation. I've got more documents in here. Which we have to sign on every day. Tells people how to do things. Whoa, what we're gonna do, what we should be doing, what we should be wearing, how to do it. Got my radio, so I don't just have to mess about with a bloody mobile phone. I've got a two-way radio to deal with as well for the day. I forgot to put my pass card up there, so I've got to go back and do that now. That's all the paperwork sorted. This is my satellite site, just here. So we're building up these sections of gantry. It's the steel structure you can see in front of you. That's just one section. There is 6 sections in total. 5 of them have got 3 of those put together. So here's my boys. There's some of my kit, there's some of my steel. Right, I better turn this off for a bit. Right, welcome to my office. One of them. This is my satellite office. Not much, it's just a cabin. So everything I've got here, some radios. These are all drawings. Drawings for what I'm fixing. Everything's drawings, 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 drawings. I make notes every day because I have to do a site report every day. Got me coffee, thank you Ascension. Paperworks, permits, method statements, risk assessments. That all goes in one pack. That's all for today. My tobacco's here. Guess what I did last night? I left this with a laptop at work and all my backers in it, and I thought, don't worry, I'll use my vape. Guess where my vape was? Yeah, in the rucksack. I thought I'll go out and buy some fags. Guess where my wallet was? In the rucksack. I'm forgetting everything. I think I'm going senile. So I was driving into work this morning making that video. I thought I'll have a cup of coffee because I've always got a cup of coffee. Ascension makes me one. I've put my hand down to the centre console in the truck. Where's the coffee? Right, I've left it at home in the kitchen. Ascension will be drinking that later. And then when I went to sign in and get these permit packs and everything and my radio this morning, I'm supposed to have an ID card and put it into a little rack to say I'm on site and then take it out at the end of the day. So I got my permits, got back in the car and then looked down and guess what's there? Medical ID card. Had to go all the way back up again and put that back in. Looks like I'm going to be eating healthy as well today. What she cooked me, what she made me. Oh, there we go. So I've got strawberries and grapes. Can't resist them, I'll have one now actually. Good. And chocolatey bit pastry. Done my sandwiches as well. She really looks after me. Oh. That looks nice. Not sure what it is. Tuna. Tuna with sweet corn sandwich spread. Have them later. Thanks, babe. There's a canteen on site here. We can get a big greasy fry up for £5. Do you know what? I really want to go and get one, but I'm trying my very, very best to be healthy because Ascension really looks after me. She really looks after me. So yeah, that's my my little office. A bit of a view. That's the main work area over there. This is a lay down area. Deliveries come to this part. The paperwork everywhere. Deliveries come to this part, so they get laid down and then we build the stuff up. And then when we built it all up, we're going to transport it by truck over to the other area and we're going to build it. There's my truck. That's what I'm doing at the minute. Building the gantries. So that's where we're going to be focused today. Doing bits and bobs. Just hope the weather holds off because there's some nasty grey clouds about. And you know it's going to rain. It always rains every time I want to do a bloody job. Guarantee it. So yeah, this is my blog for today. Basically a day in the life of Steve. This week I is mostly at Derbyshire in the Oak Valley. Okay, enough for now. The two most important things on the job: laptop, literally what I'm doing today, and the flask. Got to have coffee, need coffee. As I said, I forgot my bloody travel cup this morning. That's my insulated cup. Things stay hot virtually all day in that. This flask is really good though. So at least I've got some coffee today. Oh, that's nice. Ascension always puts big jars of coffee in the jar at home, and then she adds those little beanie jars you get, the coffee jars, flavoured coffee. I think that's got coconut in it, that one. Not quite sure, I'll ask her when I get in. So yeah, this is me at work. In one little office. I might get up to the other office later on, because that's where the other printer is, and I can only get proper internet signal up at that one. So I've got two offices. One in the lay down area and one for the main job. This job's going to be going for 7 months. It's a big job. What can I show you? It's a massive place. So here they're going to be building a big shed, a covered store. Here, that's the railway. So from here they're going to build a little area where the trains can offload material for burning in the kilns, which are these things. It'll go off a conveyor all the way across the sides to this area here, and we're putting concrete bases in. There's 7 of them, and then we're putting some big steel going up, and then the conveyor is going to run. And then inside this building we're going to put another conveyor which moves and makes a massive pile, very uniform. So that's the actual job. It's a state secret. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. But saying that, been approached by both a German company and a Norwegian company over the last couple of weeks. The Borma Group from Germany, massive company. They do parcel sortation, like your Hermes, your Amazons, DHLs, post office. So big machines that go round and round in circles. All the parcels are getting sent all over the country and the world. They go into this big system. They're scanned and then they get flipped off the conveyors at certain places into certain places where they get loaded onto trucks to get sent to other places. That's what Borma do. They're giving me a second interview to go and work for them. I think that's on the 27th of this month. I've also got another interview, second interview, for a Norwegian company called Hallgruppen. They have offices in 55 countries and they want a UK site manager, and they've asked me to apply for that. So that's another option I've got. So yeah, loads and loads of work on at the moment, but it's all bringing money in and it's all helping pay for this land in the Philippines. That's our plan. Buy the land, build the house, get out of this place and retire in the sun. Keep some pigs. keep some chickens, and we're going to fly a big Union Jack as well at the house because we're both British. I was looking at comments this morning. Joyce, who's one of the subscribers, she was actually the one that got Ascension into cooking on the channel. And Ascension, you know, she's been here 25 years, British passport for 25 years. And Joyce, she made 2 comments this morning. So good morning, Joyce, if you're watching. First comment was, how do you care for people in the hospitals if you don't speak a lot of English? Well, that's a strange one. See, Joyce, Ascension speaks very good English. She's been here 25 years. She's been a nurse here for 25 years. She's got over 105 qualifications, and they were vocational and written, all taken in the UK. She's highly qualified. She communicates at all levels with patients in English, children, old people, people with mental learning disabilities, people that are sadly on the way out. She speaks obviously English. She speaks Tagalog. She speaks Ilocano. She speaks Visaya. She speaks a little bit of Arabic, because what people don't know is that Ascension was one of the original Filipino nurses to come to the UK, and that was 25 years ago. She was also one of 6, only 6 in the whole of the UK that was selected for the Emir of Qatar. The Emir of Qatar, a very, very rich man. He has a daughter with an illness, and Ascension was one of only 6 selected from London to look after his daughter at the Portland Hospital. And she looked after his daughter for over 3 years until she left to come other places. I still wanted to go back. So yeah, she's very good with English. There's no issues at all communicating with patients. Joyce also asked a second question. Ascension, why don't you speak more English in your cooking videos? Well, again, Joyce, 70 or 75% of our viewers are in the Philippines or in other countries. Not everybody speaks English, and so we have to cater for these people, but out of respect as well for yourself and everybody else in the UK that are watching, we also have to speak a little bit of English. So Ascension, bearing in mind she's not done many of these now, she's learning, she's getting better with each one. She's trying to speak in English, she's trying to speak in Tagalog, Ilocano, Visaya. She's trying to please everybody. She will try a little bit more to put a bit more English into the descriptions. I mean, look, in all honesty, I can follow her. I can watch every one of her videos to edit in, and on YouTube. I understand what she's doing. She uses the English word for carrots, potatoes. Then she'll also tell you, if you listen carefully, the words in Tagalog, in Filipino. I've also tried to put a few subtitles on a lot of the videos, just to make it easier for people that don't speak Filipino language. So yeah, we're just trying to please everybody, Joyce, and just be mindful that 70-something% of the viewers are not English speaking. But hopefully the videos are going to be in a format where you can pick up what she's doing, you can see what she's doing, and with a few crafty subtitles and Ascension making a bit more effort to put it into your language, and then hopefully the videos will be more helpful to you. So a few little apologies there, Joyce, but you know, we're trying, and Ascension's trying her very best. But thank you for the comments, and it's important that we take the feedback from your comments and we make things a little bit better for you guys. Filipino food is really nice. I don't know if you've tried cooking anything that she's shown yet, but I get to taste everything and take it from me. I enjoy every part of it, especially chicken adobo. Oh, I think we've had 700 or 800 views on that already in the last couple of weeks, and that is tasty. That is so nice. But yeah, if you've got any more requests or anything you want to see Ascension cook, just leave us a comment. Give us a like, leave us a comment, and we'll get back to you, just as we're getting back to you now, guys. You know, we want to keep a close relationship with the subscribers and viewers, and we want to give you guys what you want, and also make a little bit of fun on the way, and some boring videos like this one. I'm just ranting again, aren't I? So anyway, I better get back and do some work. Okay. Right, so not really much to look at today outside. Little old truck, she's doing her job nice. She works well, this truck. Flashing lights coming in handy as well. And we're just messing about with steel. Both of these sides weigh 3 tons each, so there's 6 tons just in the side. And when these are right up in the air, right off the ground, running from the rail lines all the way to the stores, there'll be a conveyor running straight down the middle of these. It'll all be sheeted in with a roof on it. So not a lot happening. As I said, this is a primary laydown area. Everything comes here, it gets built up here, and then we'll put this by crane onto a truck and we'll send it right over to the 7 different concrete bases from one side of the site to the other, and build everything up. That's the plan. So everything that comes to site comes here. Alright, there's my boys back. I'm going to leave this here for now then, guys. Welcome to my world for the day. So I've had to pop round to the top office now. They're giving me a printer and the ink cartridges have gone dry. I've got a printer in my other office, so I'm just going to see if there's any spare cartridges up there. Nice steady day, at least the rain's stopped. Hope you guys don't mind me blogging about my daily base, what I'm doing. It's not very often you guys see anything that I'm doing, to be honest. So I'm out in Derbyshire. Sooner or later, all these big trucks full of all this steel that's being built up have to come over this bridge. That's going to be fun. Everything we build up has got to come across this bridge and then into this access yard here. Round this corner and into the site. As I said, there's a conveyor coming all the way from the railway over there, comes all the way over behind these offices we're going to. There'll be a new shed there, and it'll bring stuff from the railway all the way through the site. Quite a lot of it. Everything we take has got to go round under that bridge as well, so it's coming right from over there all the way over there. Eventually it'll come all the way across here into this area that they're building up at the moment. That's one of the concrete columns that the conveyor will sit on. And this is where the shed's going to be, where the conveyor's going to stop. Right, here's my other office. This is my other home. The command centre. So there we go, there's the drawings. That's where the train unloads. is a store that they're building outside, all that big conveyor, which is all that stuff you've been seeing being built up. Number 4 is 1, 2, 3, that tiny section just there. That's the one you can actually see being built at the moment, number 4. Up here, 1, 2, just there. That's where it's going. Right, somewhere in here, hopefully. Hey, there we go. Some new ink. Well, should be alright now. Got loads of ink. That's always a bonus. It's one thing about setting a site up. Printers, paper, consumables, you name it. But I need these things so I can print off all the safety documents, checklists. It's unavoidable. There we go. It's gonna be a long day. It's only 11:15. Found some of the steel work wrong that they're building up, the lads, so I had to get the big grinder out and cut it to size. These are things that are actually straight from the supplier. We give the supplier drawings, they make it to the drawing and they put galvanising on it to stop it rusting, they send it to us and then it doesn't bloody fit. So we have to prove the fact it doesn't fit, take measurements and send that back to the main office to say, look, that stuff you've sent us doesn't fit, and then they have to give us the okay to modify it on site. You have to modify a lot of things on site, especially with steel. You guarantee it looks good on paper, but as soon as you put it into the real materials and start putting it all together, you know, 2% of the time, 3% of the time, you'll have a problem. Like a hole doesn't line up with the bolts or something along them lines. We get that a lot. Now, suppose I'm going to have to back. No, I'm not going to have to back up. Somebody come out of the turn and decided they wanted to go flying across the bridge without looking. Lady. I was bigger than her, so I just stopped there and she had to reverse. Let me spin this camera around. So this is the rail side. This is where the first little shed's going to be, where they unload the trades and they're going to set up our conveyors. It's going to be over here on the right. So our conveyors will look a bit like something you see in front of us, this green thing going over the road. Very similar, concrete pad, steel trestle, and then the gantry, which is the frame where those green panels are sitting on. Very, very similar to that, except for ours is going to go right over the whole of the site to the other side. It's going to take us 7 months to do. It's going to cost over £4 million, and unfortunately it's down to me to make sure everything goes smoothly for the health and safety and that the work gets done. And I've got to deal with every single problem that comes along on this project. Be answerable to the client, the project manager, the customer, the lads. So I'm right in the middle of it. That's what a site manager does. So yeah, the money's good, but the stress and the problems that come with it, oh, there's loads of them. It's quite a big job, to be honest. quite a big job. They've actually got a golf course here and a bowling club on the left. It's just inside there on the left hand side. So if you fancy a game of golf, you can come here and play. But, I don't play golf. Tried it once, wasn't very good at it. Their health and safety guys on this job are they're mad. I can see 3 of them in front of me now. They'll all be staring at me when I'm driving, just to see who I am, what I'm doing. All stood there dressed in orange. Whatever you do, they're always on your case, straight at you. I've got a JCB in here now, digging out a hole. They wait till it's our compound and they're months behind, and then they come along and want to dig a hole. So now I've got to open the fence up, let them put the JCB in there, and they're disturbing what we're doing. But again, that's just another job of being a manager. You've got to be nice and let people get on with what they want to do sometimes. Right. Home sweet home. Let's get this printer sorted. Right, we're going to file these under B1N, bin for short. We're just going to get them scrapped. Come on, stop. Push, 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 push. They're going in the bin. Tight bastards as usual. Not even used original HP ones. Well, these new ones are. So we'll put them in and let's see if I can get this printer working. Right, I've done the printer alignment. The colours look alright. So let's see if it prints. I want these drawings. Print. Print. See if I've been successful. Otherwise I'm going to pick it up and it's going in the skip. Error printing. Why is that? Try again. 88. Print. Printer in error state. Okay. I know why. It's because my Wi-Fi is not on. See, the things you have to do when you're on this job, eh? I put my Wi-Fi on. Yeah, our personal hotspot. It's on now. Why is it not connected? Right, that's it. I officially give up. So brand new print cartridges, just tried printing, no one can get in. Blank sheets. I think it's time for a new printer. Catch you later. Right, next stop, home. Right, that's me. Took me about an hour to get home. So that's an hour there on the morning, an hour back on the night. It's time to go and see the missus. Don't forget the flask today. She never thinks I do anything through the day. I just sort of go and attend. Hi honey, I'm home. I'm doing my blog today.
Are you?
Yeah, one of them days when I've done nothing. Oh, look who's on the telly.
See, your missus.
My missus.
Hello, babe.
Hello, babe. Well, she got me tobacco as well.
Yeah.
What a good woman I've got.
What's your day?
Yeah, done nothing all day, babe.
Why?
Huh? Nah, just joking. Steady. Steady. There's my coffee from this morning, look. See, I knew I left it.
This is your dinner, chicken and chips.
Babe, you should cook my dinner. Because... Oh, and big hugs. I always get that when I get home. It's nice to come home. Right, that's me signing off. I'll upload this, edit it. Another pile of garbage for you guys to watch. And yeah, it's just a day in my life. Alright, take it easy, guys.